what happened in my room, and what led to Sayaka's death. That's what we need to make clear. There's a bit more to learn about... really? I'm gonna learn it because I've not done this before. Are you getting used to these non-stop debates? Starting with the next debate, I'll start loading multiple truth bullets into your truth cylinder. But just like the weak spots, only one of those bullets can actually refute the proper statement. In other words, from here on out, you'll have to combine the truth bullet, the right truth bullet with the right weak spot. Jeez, this is going to get so difficult. If you come up with the wrong combination, you'll take damage, blah blah blah. You can press the Q key to change it. Okay, press and release the Q key to cycle through each bullet. You can also use the mouse wheel. Okay. For our purposes this time, the logic wheel will be set to mean... well then, good luck. Oh god. Okay.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. The sword-based sneak attack.
That's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist. So she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away. But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
No. That expression has so. Okay, so
when the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt.
Wrong.
A sword-based sneak attack.
That's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist. So she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away. Shoot!
Oh, I done it the wrong way around. It's the first one. Okay.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit, and that's when the first blow. Sword-based sneak attack.
That's the one that needs breaking. Looks the sheath.
Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Huh? Why not?
Because the sword sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse.
Yeah.
In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
Yes.
I think I get it. So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening.
No.
So she grabbed the sword to defend herself. But then the culprit took that from her. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but
That
I don't
part's
think
kind of
Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
That part of her body shows she never used the sword. If you wanted to use a sword, which part of your body would you touch? Her palms.
I got it! You're talking about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's
That's
really
true.
no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Okay.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
Wait, what? No.
That's not it at all.
No way Sayaka washed the gold off of her hands because there's no water at night, was there?
I got it! According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower here yet.
Wait, you haven't taken a shower yet? We've been here for like 4 days.
Oh my.
Exactly.
You're no different. You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
Okay.
Insult, obviously.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But
Yep.
hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife, what?
One who damaged the kit. It's got to be Sayaka.
Got it! Sayaka?
Sayaka attacked.
She had the kitchen
She done it
knife?
in Makoto's room. I'm just going to go through this quickly. She done it in Makoto's room to try and frame Makoto so she could get out. But she attacked first, ended up having the killer hit her wrist with the sword, with the sheath on at that point, probably. Broke her wrist, she dropped the knife, she got stabbed, but the thing is they had to kick down the bathroom door because they couldn't get in because they didn't know that it wasn't locked.
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
And the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
Exactly.
She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Sayaka
Yes.
wanted to... on me.
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted
That
to
also?
get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
That's true.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attacking turn. That must
Exactly.
be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on. That can't be true. Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument. You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it. Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Wait, we can run out of time on this?
Yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Is it really all over? Obviously, I'm committed to finding out who killed her, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left. Wrong! There's so much more. The dying message.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
Very well.
Oh, I missed it.
And let's review all the clues we've found up to this point one more time.
Do we really have time for all that?
Die! If we don't do something, we're all gonna die!
Okay, still working with it.
It's easy just to say, hey, but there just aren't any more clues, right? No, that's wrong. There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message. Dining? Wait, what did you say?
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037.
See,
Written in her
I
own
see
blood.
it so clearly. It's
There must be a clue about the killer hidden in
N-O-E-L.
there.
How do they not see that?
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
There's no question that Sayaka wrote that message, and I can prove it. That would be her left index finger.
I got it! Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Exactly.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean?
They're not numbers.
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
But it's not numbers.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
You don't need to.
It's because they're not numbers.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
What? What?
No, it's just... look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1, 1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
You're right. The connecting line is barely there. So I
But you
assumed
can
it
see
was
the
1,
connecting
1,
line.
but looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa. You might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
But even if that really is an N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
Damn it, it's no use. I just don't know.
Rotate
do.
the image 180 degrees.
Yes, exactly. Rotate it.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You
Just
just
shot
got
past
past the
the
clue
clue.
part and right on to who did it. So, whose name did she write?
Sayaka's dying message reveals the real killer's name. Turn her message 180 screens should be crystal clear. Leon.
Here's my answer. The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees.
Which I kind of figured out as soon as I saw it.
If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N, or more accurately, Leon. What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
Oh
You know
yeah,
what
I've got
I'm
this one
talking
as well,
about,
because
right,
he's the
Makoto?
baseball star.
The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
The evidence tried to get rid of. Is that thing I found? Yep. Burnt piece of shirt or a shattered crystal ball? Well, I'll go with a burnt piece of shirt first of all.
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
Yeah, exactly.
One scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty.
Nope.
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
But I can.
That alone isn't enough.
The crystal
There are
ball.
some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand?
But I didn't get to finish that storyline. The burnt remains of the button-up shirt, which the killer wasn't able to get rid of. There's something about it I need to pay attention to. How?
I got it! If you look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You'd need the key to get in. And the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Wrong.
Interesting.
No, that's wrong. There was another way to use the incinerator without one. Yep. Yep. We can prove the crystal ball.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
That is true.
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
Technically
And
true as
you
well.
have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy the evidence.
Wrong.
No, that's wrong.
Because you are a baseball star. You're the lead pitcher. So,
Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but,
But how would you use it?
killer had to use the glass ball in a certain way. Which way was it? Throw
I
it.
got it! The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone through a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Yeah, someone turned on the incinerator. Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy.
Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they got the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right? The pinpoint
True.
accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Difficult,
Would it?
absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is
It would have been much more a challenge at all for the killer because... Oh, it wouldn't have been much of a challenge because he's the ultimate baseball star.
I got it! Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon? Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer! These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
You still won't admit it? Okay then, Makoto. Go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered. And the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
The closing argument is about to begin. I would like to know how to do that. Every case has one last element to bring the class trial to an end. This is the closing argument. In this phase, you'll give a complete summary of the case. You'll have to reproduce the flow of events for the case in the form of a comic book. However, you'll notice that in the comic there are a number of pieces missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the truth panels. Also, if you take aim at a missing section and press the left mouse button, holy cow, you'll get a hint that might lead to a breakthrough. Well then, good luck and have fun. Okay. How do I... Oh, wait. Oh. Oh, that one goes there. Had her wrist broken by that point. Oh wait, that's that one. Oh god, I'm running out of time. Okay.
The killer is
I think that's it.
You!
I think I got that right.
I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning. Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room.
Yeah, sorry about that, Silence. It really took me a while to figure that out.
From what we can tell,
Because there was more
Sayaka invited
things
that
than,
person
yeah.
there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier.
Oh, so I got that right. And I got that right.
But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist.
Wait, what? So, that one? I would have thought that's her dropping the knife.
The killer
Okay,
is
then let's try it
you!
again. Because I got the rest of them right.
During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke.
That's correct then. Oh, so they pulled it out of the
That's when
sheath.
she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing.
So yeah, I got that one right.
So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka.
That's when she wrote his name.
But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence.
So he took the
First,
lint
they took
roller.
off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area.
Try and
They
remove all
wanted to make
hairs.
sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there, but the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal ball, which he left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch.
Exactly.
For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw. But the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence. Isn't that right, Leon?
Yeah. Complete.
It would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell
Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object! I mean, all of this
But
is
what's
just a
the
bunch of
retort?
stupid theories! You need evidence! Where's the evidence?
We've
Without
given you
evidence,
the
it's all
evidence.
bullshit! It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it!
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
Am I? Bullet time battle is about to begin. I would like to know about this. Sometimes during cross trial, your opponent simply won't want to hear what you have to say. When this happens, you engage them in a head-to-head battle. We like to refer to this as a bullet time battle, aka BTB or BTW. During the BTB, you want to destroy your opponent's statements in time with a rhythm. Wait, what? Match your button presses with each tempo maker as they move across the screen and reach the center. Press the right mouse to lock on to an opponent's statement and destroy the statement locked onto with the left mouse button as the tempo reaches the center. Okay, right, I get it. Use this method to deal damage to your opponent. If you can't pull it off, you'll be the one in pain. Do this consecutively in your starter combo. Keep this going and you'll initiate a tempo up. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll get a tempo down situation. When the tempo changes, so does your timing for each button hit. So watch out for that. Okay. Deal enough damage to your opponent and the weak spot statement will appear. At that point, you can press the left mouse button to shoot it down with a truth bullet like any other statement. Refute their statement fast enough and you'll come out victorious. But just before your influence gauge reduced to 0, you run out of time, you fail, blah blah blah. Well then, good luck, have fun.
When the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
They used something that belonged to them.
I refuse to acknowledge you! You're stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid! Stupid, 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 stupid!
That's not helping you. Indisputable evidence that Leonard's the killer, I need to figure it out. Well, that's obvious. Your screwdriver kit hadn't been touched because he thought it was the girl's room.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid! You lied!
How do I...
Stop talking! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me?
Oh.
Not a chance! Stupid!
Okay.
You lied! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me!
Oh shit.
Stupid! You lied!
That went really fucking fast.
Shut up! Where's your proof?
God, that was all awkward.
Where's your proof?
This should prove it.
That was awkward as hell because when it tempoed up, it went really fast. And I didn't realize you got a right click.
Were removed.
Yeah, I didn't realize you got a right click on the tempo marker and left click on the tempo marker. I thought it was just the left clicks on the tempo marker. Right click was just to select it.
I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Yep.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
And that must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid! Huh?
And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid. Stupid.
I got
So,
you red-handed.
you have no rebuttal?
boy.
Then it would seem we are finished here.
It's time for your untimely death, and that took like 30 odd minutes. Oh, I got a B on the last one. Sod you. I wanted that S. Ooh, that's not too bad.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right?
Okay, everyone's got a vote.
Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice? Or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Do I actually have to vote? I think we all have to actually vote. On no? Guilty as charged. Okay. Uh-oh, looks like you got it right on the money. No, looks like you got it. Yeah, that is right. I did read that right. I think that's just bad translation or something, because it's like you got it right on the money. I don't know. The Blackened in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, was none other than Leo.
Huh?
Nothing to say here?
Hey, hold on.
Hold on a second. Leon, did you really kill Sayaka? I don't believe it.
You son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch, what the hell is wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
It was kill or be killed.
So, that's why...
I killed her first.
None of you are any different!
One wrong step and you'll be this one standing here. It was complete chance that I wound up like this.
Just... unlucky. That's all. Hey, come on!
You expect me to just accept my death? Everything's become clear. The decision we made was right after all. But when I think about that, honestly, I'd be better off if we'd be wrong. Because if we came up with if what we came up with is the truth, then truth is Sayaka was trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind. It's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw there. If I was her and the video has actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine. Now we're trapped here with no way out. They're probably waiting for me. I can't afford to be stuck in here. The one thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends. To have to see something like that happen to them. And Sayaka. I did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean, even some things that weren't so pleasant. And that's why Sayaka, for the friends she meant so much to, for friends that meant so much to her, Jesus Christ, I'm having trouble reading it there. That's why she betrayed me. So when she said,
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
she was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know. Because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that. Boy, howdy. The entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships. She seemed so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside, she'd descended into pure madness. What did you say? I understand, really, I do. Yep. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they all collapse. Stop screwing with us. This is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that. All of it. Everything. It's all your fault. Suddenly, in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma. But
That's enough.
That's enough. As angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough. I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. Damn it! That was a close one. I thought for sure you were gonna give me a good walloping. Just barely avoided punishment, you did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the blackened Leon Kuwait will receive his punishment.
Punishment? You mean execution? Wait a second!
Yep. I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her.
That's it?
I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense. How exactly was that the self-defense? When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she'd shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room. Then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to. Is it not because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder?
So, that's why...
No, that's not. Stop it. I've had enough of this. Oh, are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? He killed your precious Sayaka. Do you understand? I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either. Because the one to blame is him. What? If it weren't for you, this never would have happened. To Sayaka or Leon, we shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation, a mastermind. Uh-oh, did you awaken to your sense of justice?
Hey,
Well, it just so happens that there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetuate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you? Just shut up. Okay, well, anyway, more importantly, let's hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for. The punishment.
I'm begging you, please, don't do this.
hey.
No more begging. No more excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop, please.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
For Leon, the ultimate baseball star. Damn it, why don't you say
No,
oh?
no.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
No!
Here comes the punishment. What's going on?
I can't take it.
Do we really have to keep doing this? I just can't take it.
Well,
Well, hey, if you don't like it, all you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. But that's only if every single one of you can get on board with that.
Damn you!
Man, fuck you. Why the fuck are you doing all of this evil shit to us?
what the heck?
Evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful secret society type of guy. Or in this case, a dark, awful secret society type of bear. So why are you putting an upstanding young citizen like me through such a grueling ordeal?
Hey,
Seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. That's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible. Hey, I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fits together. You piece of shit. I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground. You must really hate me to get so angry. But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame. Of course, we can't cut free of the outside world being trapped in this insane place. You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of this school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all get to live here forever? What are you trying to say? I feel like there's some deeper meaning hidden in there, just like before.
Chills, kills!
Anyway, let's get to the Blackened's punishment. That's what everyone's been waiting for.
Hey.
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to? Sorry I said everything I've got to say. I need to save some of the fun for later. And just like that, he was gone. He left the stair overwhelmed by a nightmare turned reality. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no, it was long. It wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. But it was in that moment.
Just a second.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second? She moved in close and whispered into my ear.
Makoto.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. It's about Sayaka, isn't it? I'm surprised you figured it out.
Listen.
I told you before the class trial started, you had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realise how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool, becoming such an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact that you can never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why she lay dying there. As she lay dying, she was thinking of you. She was thinking of me? You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure. And we can't ask her for
However,
that. Even if you can't ask her, you can infer it. Don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you. What?
So...
The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message. Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who had killed her.
Certainly.
That's certainly one possibility, but I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway.
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone or deceive you, which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure. Right. It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me all this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, and keep moving forwards. Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such desperate situations. Move past their deaths? I could never do that. No. I'm gonna carry them with me the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you. As she said that, she revealed the smallest smile.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Oh well, I'm psychic.
What?
Huh? Kidding. I just have pretty good intuition. Yep. The end. Yeah. That sucks though. To be continued. Okay. Is there a save point here? Oh, I received the despair bat. Awesome. I am going to save, and I'm going to end this episode off here. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.